Welcome back to Dear Twin Flame. Hanging out, living the life of self-isolation. Not sure really what to talk about. Filling the days, filling the time. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I'm glad I had 3 kids. 3 kids entertain themselves, so it's not all up to me, which is nice. Trying to figure out, I don't know, it's just a weird time all the way around. You're reading the news and not wanting to read the news and watching what's happening, and it's all feeling very surreal, and wondering where you're at and if you're handling all this well. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're just letting it all roll, but I know you're probably still working, although I'm not sure how much longer that will be. But just wondering what your world looks like in all of this. It's been kind of overwhelming, to be honest. The last time I recorded, I'd had that communication from my daughter's pediatrician that freaked me out completely. And then literally 6 hours later, she starts coughing uncontrollably and coughing to the point of vomiting, and she's got a fever, and she's gray, and she sent me in a complete and total panic, and it was crazy. I was talking to Deb, and I was like, holy crap, do I have the ability to manifest this? Like, did my fear do this? Because she was perfectly fine this morning. That being said, yeah, she's sick. She's not horrible by any means right now. Knock on wood. I don't really have any. There's wood. Knock on wood. We actually saw Deb today, and she brought her Beamer machine to try to increase the mirror's circulation. So hopefully that gives us a little bit of a reprieve. But yeah, honestly, I'm not scared anymore. I was really scared. That day was very overwhelming and very all the fears and anxieties of everyone and everything out in the world just kind of overwhelmed me and landed just right square on the shoulders of my baby girl, and it was scary. And don't get me wrong, her being sick isn't great. It isn't great by any means, but she's okay, and we'll do everything in our power to keep her well. But it's a scary time. And so my key for myself and my kids is to just stay calm and find that peace, find that balance, yeah. Then I have my sister. She's in Australia. I don't know if I told you, I'm pretty sure I did, that we're supposed to be going to Australia in June, and now she's all in a panic because they're shutting down their airlines until June. Sorry, so I had a rough night. Not a lot of sleep going on. Australia is shutting down some of their airlines until June, and by the time they're open, our flight is like a couple days after they open, at least at the moment, which I'm sure is going to change. But for the moment, they open up again June 14th, and we're supposed to fly June 16th. But then there's a 2-week quarantine, if that is still happening, which means we wouldn't get there, or we wouldn't be there in time to not be quarantined for the wedding. So she's freaking out. But then this morning, and I'm saying, just relax. You don't know what things are going to happen, what's going to happen. You don't know the timelines. I mean, we're frozen until April, maybe the end of April. okay, I've had the cough forever. I'm not dying. Had this cough since January. So somebody told me at the time when I first got this cough that it was a 60-day cough, and then Deb just said, oh no, it's a 100-day cough. Great, because I thought it was coming to the end of it. I would like to be done with it because then people wouldn't think I was dying of the COVID-19 every time I sort of but anyway, back to Australia. So she's trying to figure out what to do, and I don't know. I mean, I just keep saying what will be will be. Don't get me wrong, I want to do this trip. I was very, very, very much looking forward to it, but if it doesn't happen, it's not going to happen. I can't really change what borders are, what the governments are saying regarding borders. I can't control all that. So yeah, it's a crazy world. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I wish you were here. I wish you were, no, I don't wish you were here because, you know, self-isolation and all, steer clear. I just wish I could talk to you. I just wish I could talk to you. It's funny how you gravitate to people in your times of highs and lows. And there's people that I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Fine. Go away. I don't want to talk to you. And then there's other people that are like, I just want to talk to them. Yeah. So crazy times. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you about. So I read an article today put out by U of T and Ryerson, I believe. And they've done a timeline, and they're saying like upwards of 18 months. 18 months. That's freaking insane. That's insane. I don't know about 18 months. 18 months is a long time. That's a long time to self-isolate. That's a long time for the world to shut down. I mean, just the damage and I don't even want to talk about it. So our goal in my house, and I know Deb's doing it too, and everybody I know that's into energy work, just putting it out there, activating healing energy, meditating, breathing, focusing on healing, and it's just over. You know what it is? I think I'm most overwhelmed by the fact that as an empath, I'm overwhelmed by the fear and anxiety wrapped up around this whole thing, because legitimately so there's an issue, and I get that, and but I'm even more overwhelmed by the indifference by the whole other group of people who are just like, yeah, whatever, it'll be fine, because I'm not saying that it won't be fine, but have a little common courtesy and care for those who may not be fine. Not you specifically, but if person Y is going to be fine by this virus, like they might get it, they might not get it, ultimately they'll survive it, they won't be hospitalized or whatever the case. They're like, nah, yeah, whatever, if I get it, whatever, and if I don't, whatever, but I'm fine, and I'm gonna go out to Starbucks and get my coffee because I don't want to give up my coffee because somebody's telling me that I have to stay in my house. That's just not right. Those people I'm having a hard time with. And it's this: I too can probably go out, get this virus, and be perfectly fine. I don't have any underlying medical issues. I don't have, I'm not of the right age bracket to be really devastatingly affected by this virus. However, my daughter is, my grandmother is, my parents are, and I'm not going to take the chance for them, but I find it very selfish, very just selfish and inconsiderate, and really self-serving. It's not even self-serving in the long run, but that these people are just like, whatever, I'll be fine, and I want my coffee from Starbucks, that they put the people that are at Starbucks at risk, which I don't agree with. They should be open either, but put all these other people at risk who may not be okay if they get this virus. That not only that, they go out and they pass around this virus because it doesn't have much effect on them. They didn't even know they had it. Whatever the reasoning or whatever the rationale behind it is, they've passed this virus along. And then somebody is like, and then it perpetuates and it's overrunning our hospitals. And then say somebody has a heart attack because they're so panicked and they're so full of anxiety or whatever, they have a heart attack, or there's an emergency, maybe the house burns down because everybody's in self-isolation and doing stupid things. Whatever the reason is, other people need medical assistance, and because the hospitals are overwhelmed, that assistance isn't as accessible or as available, whatever, as normal. So the beds are overrun, the hospitals are overrun, the doctors and nurses are getting sick, whatever it is. Maybe that person who was the carrier ends up being in a car accident because they didn't self-isolate and they're out on the road and whatever. Whatever the reason, it's not just people who might or might not have this virus that are going to be affected by it either. I mean, if you need medical, you need to be in ICU for a completely different reason. But the hospital's overwhelmed. Like the societal implications are just so much, and I'm just frustrated beyond belief of the insensitivities and the selfishness of the people that are on the beaches in Florida partying and in the bars drinking or whatever, or I'm fine and I want to go to whatever, pick a store. I want to go to the movies. Why are they shutting down the movies? Like, I want to go on vacation. They can't take away my vacation. Like, it's just, why are people like that? I just don't understand how people can be so self-absorbed. I just don't understand how people don't care about one another. They only care about themselves. It's so foreign. It's a concept that's so foreign to me. I can't even tell you how confusing and how much it hurts my soul at a whole nother level to listen to people say they don't care, they're going to do what they want. It just, I don't know, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And don't get me wrong, I'm just like the next person. I'd rather be out and about and living my life and doing my thing. But I'm not. I'm not for the thousands and thousands of people who could die if I did. Like, I'm not saying I have the virus, but I could transmit it. I could pass along. I could bring it home to my kid. I could take it to somebody else's parents. I mean, I just don't understand. Anyway, that being said, I don't know. I hope you're good. I hope you're being safe. I hope you're washing your hands and keeping your hands away from your face, and just make good choices. Make good choices. Take care of you. Take care of your loved ones. I guess that's all for now. I could share with you all the fun things I've been doing. Watching concerts online. Got to see Jane Arden, John Legend, Keith Urban, Garth Brooks. Who else did I see? Coldplay. We went on a whole bunch of virtual rides in Disney World. That was fun. We made cake yesterday. Guinness chocolate cake with Bailey's icing. Tasty. It was good. Made some chili. Walked the dog a lot. Making videos for you. Let's see. Oh, made a board game. That was fun. Been doing a puzzle. Hopefully someday I'll be able to show you. You'll like it, but it's frustrating the fuck out of me. It's driving me crazy. I'm in all the edges where all the pieces are the same color and there's no distinguishing and you just gotta go by fit. Oh, it's frustrating. And they're just like really faint tonal changes and the light's not getting, like, you gotta, probably the best place to be doing it would be outside, but of course it's cold and windy and I'm not doing a puzzle outside, so yeah. What else have we been doing? Oh, I cut my son's hair, cut baby bear's hair yesterday. Didn't do a bad job, actually. The fussy teenager actually approved, so that was good. And baby bear says she can't tell the difference, so that's really good because she didn't want it cut at all, but it just needed to be trimmed, so that was good. What else did I do? I don't know, we've been filling the time. It's been productive, I suppose, at least around the home front. Cleaned my kitchen this morning, top to bottom. Well, maybe not the bottom, didn't get the floors done, but everything else got done, so that was good. Like I said, saw your sister today. She came over and did adjustment on my son's back, because his ribs were out, and put a mirror on the Beamer, so that was good. And what else did we do? Anyway, today I'm going to try to do some art, hence living in my basement, in my studio, without my gear. Gonna do some art, see what I can do with that, see if anything inspires me. Yeah, I guess that's all. I don't know. I just feel like chatting with you. It's very hard to have a one-sided conversation, but should probably go for now, I suppose. I guess will you do me a favor? If you're actually watching these videos, could you just, I don't know, drop me a text, drop me an email, just give it a thumbs up, maybe. Anything you could do just to let me know that you're watching, that would mean the world. That would mean the world. It's a scary place right now in the world. It'd be nice to know I'm not in it by myself, I guess. So, anyway, big breath. Life is good. Everybody's alive. We're still kicking. Gonna do some art and have a great afternoon. So I hope you're having a great afternoon too. And I guess, dear twin flame, you are loved and you are missed.